Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandy, and in today's video I'm going to take you out shopping with me to Hobby Lobby. Now, we're not going to do anything fall, so don't worry about that, but I am going to show you some high-end pieces for a fraction of the cost, and there are some good ones, so let's get going. We're going to start off in the vessel area. This is one of my favorite parts of the store. Vessels are just add such a good rustic appeal to your home, and you can mix and match different sizes and finishes, give like a layered look, but this is a really good place. Look how high-end these look. They're very distressed, they look aged and antiqued, and when these are on 50% off, I'm telling you, you can even beat Home Goods price. So there are an array of different finishes. I'm just trying to show you a few of my favorite. The majority of them look very high end. And again, they look like they've been handcrafted, and I love these vessels. And also remember, you don't just have to put florals in them. You can use like something like this to put your wooden spoons in next to your stove. Again, you don't have to necessarily even put florals. You could just mix and match the different sizes and just stagger them, and they will look beautiful. So this will definitely give a high-end look to your home, and these are just beautiful and so affordable. Now we're moving over to the art section, and this photo just jumped out at me. This linen sort of look that sort of, it almost like pops off of the matting is really popular now. Now this one, again, reminds me of something you'd find at Target, and I actually have this one, and for a fraction of the cost, believe it or not, it's beating Target's price. Now here's another linen one, and again, it makes it look like it's popping off the mat, and just such a high-end look. Now this, you all, oh my gosh, this jumped out at me. So moody and gorgeous, so reasonably priced, and I loved, I don't know if you could see that roped edging on that frame. Gorgeous. This one too really spoke to me. It's so pretty. Again, that moody has that pretty black and gold frame, and just really just very high-end looking. Now we're going to move over to this section, and these bowls, I've actually seen someone else use these, and I've been looking for these for quite a while. And they have like this big size, and then they also have some smaller pieces. These are just so charming, and they'd be great for a centerpiece. They are rounded shape. They have like little ridges that ripple down the center of them. They're textured, and the material just gives you sort of that distressed but elegant look. And there's so many places you could use them. Center of your table, you could put this in your kitchen and put some fruit in it. So it's functional and beauty. But what I liked about these two is you could see all the variations of colors. Like, look at this one. It looks like it's been out and there's, some dirt rubbed on it. So I love that aged look to them. So definitely these are very unique and, again, very rustic but stylish. Now this little riser, I just could not believe I found this, and I'm kicking myself because, spoiler alert, I did not buy it. This reminds me of something I've seen on Studio McGee or Amber Interiors. It's very high-end looking, and that had so much character to it. Now this picture, gorgeous. I love the pear in the still life. This would be so pretty for your dining room or your kitchen. Just has that moody, really high-end look. And again, I love that frame, that black, which makes it even moodier, and it's sort of like I want to say brushed bronze look around it. And if you don't like that look, you can always add, some little rub and buff or something like that to that little outside. Now, I'm just real quick going to show you this little stool because I believe you could really make this look high-end. In fact, I've done it myself. I don't particularly like all the gold and sort of yellow color in it, but I love the different variations in the wood. So you could take something like this and make it look very aged, very roughed up, and it will look gorgeous. And speaking of wood, wood is really, for moving into the fall, has been on trend. And when I saw these little pots, I guess you can have them like a little vessel, or it could be to put some like dried flowers in them or what have you, but look how rich that wood looks on those. I love the detail around the top, And speaking of rich looking, these dough bowls are absolutely gorgeous. You could see they have all different sizes. I loved the little edging on them. Again, so many places put fruit in them in the kitchen. So again, it's functional and pretty. Now, I don't care for those. I just wanted to show you that that wood doesn't look as beautiful as the other one that I just showed you. And speaking of beautiful, these mirrors are a good dupe for the Anthropologie ones. They are always 50% off at shows, and you can get some really good deals. You could see slim pickings, but I love those mirrors. And I really liked this arched one. I thought this looked very high end and would be gorgeous in like a foyer if you don't have any place to put like a little table in your foyer. Just putting something like that on a solid wall will add so much elegance and will make your foyer just really just stepping it up a notch. This one is really pretty too. I didn't really I don't like the black on it, but I love the curvature in that, and I thought that would be really pretty like in a bathroom. So I might have painted that. Now I want to share this with you because this is my go-to whenever I'm doing any kind of furniture flipping. This is a really good place to find some really high-end looking. Look at that gold, just little just knobs and pulls and all that kind of stuff. And you don't always have to go to like Home Depot and go over to Lowe's when you're even wanting to change something out, like your hardware in your kitchen and your kitchen cabinets. Look at all these. They look so high end. And when they're 50% off, again, it's that old 50% off, but look at, there is just so many to choose from. Love this one. I thought that would be so pretty on a bathroom cabinet, and even this one. Look how high end that looks. And that looks like something, again, that I would find in an antique store. So there is something for everybody's style. And I'm telling you, for the most part, all of these look very high end to me. And again, this would be something I would even find at a vintage or antique store, some of these. And for 50% off, you can't beat it. So here's a good example of one that you can use for your hardware in your kitchen, and like this one with that hammered look on it. So they're just a little bit different than those just standard ones that you find in Home Depot or Lowe's. Now, these frames are absolutely gorgeous. Now, they're just the frames, so you would have to put a backing on them. A lot of people ask me, where do you find your frames? And I often find them when I'm thrifting. But this is a good place if you don't have anywhere to thrift around your area. These might be a little bit more expensive, but if you're looking for that look, this is a good place to find these type of frames. And they even have wood ones, but these ones in particular are very high-end looking. Just going to give you a little glimpse of their florals here for fall. We're not going to get into a lot of detail. At a later date, we'll come back and look at some high-end ones that they have, but they do have an array of florals. I cannot believe how many, just so many beautiful ones. And there are some that don't look as high-end as some of them. So that's why I'll bring you back and we'll look at them a little bit further. Okay, we are back home, and if you know me, I'm trying to be very intentional in my purchases, just not buying anything. And I recently just sold a ton of stuff that I had that it was sitting in my closet forever on Facebook Marketplace. So I'm using that money to buy a few new things. But first, I want to show you a piece, and I really feel it's worth sharing because I've seen other people use this, and I've had it for quite a while. It's this cute little, it's iron, it's very heavy candle holder. Now this looks like something you'd pick up like in an antique store. I love the detail on it. Now you can put a candle in here if you'd like, or you could just style it as is, and that's what I do. Can't remember the price on this. I'll put it here below if I could find it on their website, but this is worth sharing. Now, this piece, you all, was not on sale, but it was only $15.99. And I didn't care because I've been looking for this piece for quite some time. And really $15.99 is an awesome price. This looks so high end. It's like something you would find at Pottery Barn or even Anthropologie. It's very heavy, almost like cement pottery. And the detail on this, I just love the different colors. And when I was looking at a bunch of the other ones that were on the shelf, there was no two that were exact like. So you can see, again, look at that. It's just so pretty. I love that. And then I love the detail, the ribbing. I don't know if you can see that or not around it. And this can be used in so many different places. In your kitchen, on top of your island, you could put fruit in it. You could put it in the center of your dining table. Again, you can just put fruit, or you could even put a big candle and put some stuff around it. Or you could put it on a shelf for styling or a coffee table. I think I'm going to use it on my coffee table. Now this, you all, oh my gosh, I absolutely fell in love with this. This picture, I'm going to hold it a little bit closer. It's just so beautiful. I love the wide matting around it, and look at the braiding on the frame. Again, looks so high end. You could use this, again, you can hang it somewhere, you can lean it on, if you have shelves. I'm gonna actually lean this up against my mirror in my foyer. Just gives you that moody, just, oh my gosh, that vintage look, or I like modern vintages, I guess what I should say. And this was $23.99 with 50% off. And as I'm sure you all know, they flip-flop 50% off, except on their florals. Now they only do 40% off, but gorgeous, gorgeous. And look how high-end this looks. Oh, I absolutely love it. The little frame is just absolutely adorable. Again, it gives that vintage look like you would find in an antique store. And I love the little print in here. Now, of course, you could put your own picture in there if you'd like, but this little picture is so adorable. And this was $5.49 and it was 50% off. So you cannot beat that. And it looks so high end. You could use it for shelf styling. You could put it on your nightstand in your bedroom. There's endless possibilities, but I love the vintage look to this. And how can you beat that price? It's going to wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me shopping and checking out some high-end pieces. Now, not everything at Hobby Lobby has that high-end look, but it's personal preference, and I just wanted to share a few pieces that I saw. So if you're new here, again, I hope you will consider subscribing. If you can, please give me a thumbs up. That really helps me a lot. And I will see you next Sunday. Bye now.